Right, day 100. Oh shit. All right, day 197. That's the Norwegian trying to speak English right there. Now, this day went definitely better than last day. Yesterday, I told you that sort of a family evening. It was a Sunday. I actually didn't write yesterday, which I don't know. I don't know what happened. It was a bit of one of those days. One of those days. We'll conclude with. Now, I wrote today. I wrote 400 words. I'm still building this book series. I'm realizing more and more that it's taking a lot of time. I've been at it for about 6 months. And even though you might not have the full context of what I'm building right now, the short saying is that it's basically a person called Roman Mercer, born in England, to the right side of London, and he's dragged off to a Norwegian school, a warrior school called Northwatch, and it's all like Norse mythology and Norwegian inspired. I am from Norway, that's why this is so like enticing for me. It's very it's fun to implement some of the cultural aspects that I have and have grown up with, and put it into a book series. I think it's great. It just feels right, you know. And yeah, I've read mostly a lot of fiction. Actually, I can show you. Let's glide over here to the Harry Potter third book. This is a book I've been mostly like enjoying. I've been trying to. There's a concept called like reading like a writer, where you basically like look at why is the story so captivating, and you don't just read it for entertainment. You actually try to like look and see like what is actually going on behind the scenes of the book. Why is that paragraph there? Why is that paragraph there? That's what I'm trying to like do when I'm reading this, because I've actually read it before, and that's one thing I've done today. And just like having these books up here as well, that's very inspiring. Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Reading fiction like that, like reading good fiction, that will just automatically make you a better writer, in my opinion. I think that's what happened to me as well. I've been doing this for about 6 months, and my writing has definitely improved. I still have no clue when it comes to prose, structure in scene construction, and yeah, my scenes are basically blasted. But yeah, it's getting better. My vocabulary is definitely like going up as well. Probably I know so many more words which I didn't know when I started. So yeah, took a walk. I've done a lot of thinking today. I've heard that doing a lot of thinking as a writer is extremely good. That it's less about the writing is important, but what you do afterwards and how you rest and how you let your mind wander and how you basically have your other entire life, that has a lot of effect on the writing sessions when you actually sit down and you write. It's like the gym. You can go to the gym and do the gym very well, but if you don't rest, if you don't eat good, if you don't sleep well, the next session it's not going to be that good. It's not going to be like the best that you've ever done, and the results are going to lack as well. And that's what I think about. That's what I think about writing and walking and like having play in your routine, your daily life. Really, that whenever you get back to your desk and you've had time to just let your mind think and brood over how you're going to achieve a goal, if it's a book series, if it's a single novel, if it's a trilogy, and you just let your mind just think the story over. Really, that's something I've done a lot today. And yeah, I think that's a very important part. So I'm going to end it here. This is day 197, closing into that 200 mark. You know how it is. Just fucking just plowing through these writing sessions. All right, take care. Bye.